Welcome back to another episode of Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya 2. So in the previous episode, we started off with a bit of a, obviously, slice of life, intro into the season, and then towards the second half of the episode, we kind of ramped it up. We went to the ley line up in the temple, the Kuzuki temple. I don't remember what the actual name of it. And we went to the cave where I believe the Heaven's Feel movies are also happening, where there's a ley line in there, right? And we were like, you know what, let's just pump some mana into the ley line so that it gets closed off. And that's what Rin did, but the ley line ended up bursting out some of the mana and stuff like that. And Illya, in the process, when she tried to protect the girls from some debris, she ended up, first of all, installing the card kind of like remotely almost. You guys said that it's a bit more explained in the manga. Basically, it was just, she can skip the chant and stuff like that nowadays because of, well, because she can do it, which is fair enough, yeah. The interesting thing is she said that something feels different about it, and also we saw that raw Ayas that she used was a 4-petal one, not a 7-petal one, which is interesting, right? Which means it's a less effective one. As I said, it could also be just that she didn't feel like she needed a 7-petal one. I'm guessing it uses more mana, so she was like, 4-petal is gonna be enough. Which is also a fair argument, but it's something that I have in the back of my mind. And then at the end of the episode, there was a clone of her, right, with pink hair and tan skin, a clone of her that appeared right in front of her. So what's gonna happen with that? What does that all mean? No idea. So apart from that, there were a few other things that you guys said. So there was mention of the kaleid sticks being sources of infinite mana, basically like the Holy Grail. The difference is between this and the Holy Grail, the big one, I guess, is that kaleid sticks only supply you with a certain amount of mana, or like the mana flow is more restricted than with the Holy Grail, right? With Holy Grail, you can just blast off Excalibur's left, right, and center, but let's say with a kaleid stick, you would probably not be able to do that right away, because you would still need to wait for the mana to get through the pinhole, right? So it's a slower and steadier supply of mana, even though it is still infinite, right? The reason it's infinite is because it's created with the second true magic from Zelrech, right? That's good. You guys also did say that another object that we saw that had the same properties would be the dagger that he used to change in the Heaven's Feel movie to change the rules of the, basically, of the Holy Grail War, right? Because the original rules of the Holy Grail War, or not even Holy Grail War, but just the summoning ritual, whatever, was to get all of the heroic spirits, 7 heroic spirits together to defeat someone or to work towards a common objective. But then he changed those rules, to make it so that they have to defeat one another to get the Holy Grail, right? That's at least according to Hans Christian Andersen, the GOAT. So yeah, that's the history around that. So yeah, that was really, really cool. But let's see where this series goes from here, where this story goes from here, and where this season goes from here. So I guess let's find out. So, if you want to watch this, Uncut and Blood, as always, on my Patreon down in the description. Let's go into, what's it called? Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya 2, Episode 2. Oh. One second. Is she a Cancer? I'm not gonna watch the opening. I'm gonna listen to it though. Who? Okay. The voice kind of reminds me of Nana Mizuki. I don't think it is Nana Mizuki, but it reminds me of her voice a little bit. Nana Mizuki is a bit more deeper though. God damn, okay, that goes hard. Illya and Illya. Ah, yes. What in the Doraemon are you? Someone tried to assassinate you. That's wild. Watch your head. Whoa! What the fuck? A driverless dump truck? This must be a dream. Luck of the draw. It's not a dream? Oh my god. Goodbye. Who? She's the nurse, but who is she? I mean, she has sheer eyes, but I don't know. Yeah, what happened with your clone? She ran away. Oh, that was her on the pole at the beginning. Okay. So, okay. I feel like the fair conclusion here would be that she is somehow the materialization of the Archer card, right? So she is basically, yeah, the Archer card itself, right? Okay, yeah. That would make sense. Cosplaying Ilya-san. Whoa! Whoa! Yo! Bro, who are you? So I'm guessing obviously it's the clone that's trying to kill her. But, yeah. Ooh! Yep. The dark one? Watashi nakama. Whoa! So that's projection, right? Huh. Oh! Interesting. She doesn't have any like Emiya personality in her or something like that. She's more reminiscent of Rin, if anything. What? Also, how much mana does she have? She doesn't have a mystic code, you know? And she doesn't have a master. Interesting. She's stealing her mana. You can't just tell people to die? Okay, ma'am. Ma'am? Oh. Ma'am. What? What the fuck? Oof, okay, move on. Oh, like a laser. Or like a sword, okay. Whoa. God damn, okay. I guess she has standards as well. She's like, I might be a killer, but I'm not an animal. I'm not gonna fight you naked. Exhibitionist. What the fuck is happening, guys? This chick is insane. When are your birthdays? I know when Cancer is. Oh, Mio. Mio. She's so down bad. Oh. She sold her pride. She actually is. She's actually working for Luvia. Yeah, that makes sense though. Because Dark Ilya must be... Yeah. Yeah, Ilya must be getting her mana from somewhere, right? Obviously, because she's projecting so many weapons and not being weakened at all. So obviously, it seems like she's stealing the output from Ruby. I'm guessing she's getting somehow some of the mana output from Ruby into her, and that's why Ilya isn't getting that output, and that's why she is weakened. Meanwhile, Dark Ilya is powerful. Somehow. It could be similar to actually having a contract as well, because she would be getting mana from Ilya. What? Is she being used as bait? Oh my god, if Luvia agrees that it's perfect, then it must be horrible. Look at Miu's face. Please don't tell me it worked. It worked! Where's the big mouse trap? Damn. Bro! Easy. So she remembers all the fights that she was in, okay. Or that Archer was in. Yeah, nice. Ooh. I wonder if she used Rule Breaker on Illya, if that would do something, because maybe that's I guess that's working under the assumption that Illya has a contract to Black Illya or Dark Illya, right? If she has a contract to her somehow, then maybe Rule Breaker should nullify the contract, right? If she used it on Illya. But that's a big assumption. I wonder if it would work though. She can read her mind? Or she's just reading it from her expressions? Oh, so was that the dagger? Was that the dagger that Kirei gave her? God damn, that's... Wow. Really cool animation. On! What? Oh! Heracles? Oh, that's cool CG. Oh! Ah, okay. I see, good to know. It's kind of similar to Madoka Magica then. Kinda, a bit different though. She's aura She's aura farming. Caught in a mousetrap. It's just projection. Oh, really? These two are so cocky. I love it. They're great. They're bullies. Essa kind of scene. Airi. Kiritsugu!
どうしたアイリー？
なんとなくだけど、海の向こうでイリアがまたややこしい事態に巻き込まれてる気がするわ。
2週間くらい前にもそんなこと言って日本へ帰ったら、君とイリアの感動は距離では減衰しないのか。
そんな大したものじゃありません。でもそうね、距離は関係ないわ。これはママの勘。
Ah! I was just thinking maybe some lore, but no, not much. It's just that she has some kind of connection with Illya. She can feel some stuff that Illya does, right? Which is cool. But seeing Kiritsugu, he's alive and well, boys. He's alive and well. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. I am so happy to see that. Oh man. Okay. Oh, it's been a while, Kiritsugu. It's been so long. Anyways, this was a wild episode. So, like, for many reasons. First of all, what the fuck? Second of all, what the fuck? But third of all, so we finally caught Dark Illya, right? We caught her. As I said, I think she might either have a contract to Illya as a heroic spirit, or like a similar one as a heroic spirit, and then she's sapping mana from Illya, and obviously Illya would get her mana from the kaleid, right? From Ruby. So maybe that's why Illya is feeling sluggish, and that's why Dark Illya is not sluggish, but is like very powerful. That would make sense. The other theory, I guess, would be that she's directly somehow getting mana from the kaleid. How? I don't know. But she must be getting mana from somewhere. And it seems like since Illya is weakened, it seems like it would be from Illya or from the kaleid itself, from the source itself. But yeah, those are the two theories, right? Whether there's Illya involved in the actual mana contract side of things, I don't know. But yeah, I wonder if they did have some kind of a contract between them, then I feel like Rule Breaker would absolve them. That would be pretty easy to solve. But I don't know. They don't know about that, or they don't hypothesize that yet, so they couldn't do it. But yeah, apart from that, what was I gonna say? I wonder what her reasoning behind wanting to kill Illya is. My guess would be that she, I don't know, maybe wants to replace Illya in the world. Maybe she wants to kill her and become her for some reason. I don't know why. Because right now it seems like they could coexist, right? Maybe. I don't know if they can actually alter the mana thingy, right? Maybe she can like use less mana, Dark Illya, and leave more mana up to Illya. I don't know, maybe that if that's possible, that would be optimal, because then they could coexist, right? Right now it would be difficult to coexist like this, right? Because of Illya just isn't having enough mana the way that it is, right? To fight optimally. So it would be hard. But obviously if she killed Illya and if she took Ruby, then she would have an unlimited amount of mana, even if she is a heroic spirit, quote unquote, which obviously she isn't just a heroic spirit. There's much more happening there. She would basically be able to sustain herself. It would be basically a caster situation, Gilderay situation, right? Because she would be able to sustain herself with an infinite amount of mana, right? Which, oh yeah, that's another thing that had an infinite amount of mana. I guess that wasn't an item, that was a noble phantasm. But yeah, Prelati's book also had infinite amount of mana. But yeah, anyways. Really, really cool. Really interesting. I wonder where this is gonna go from here. Like the story. No idea. Yeah, zero clue. I don't know where this season is going still. I don't know. We'll see. We still have to see some characters. Right at the end of season 1, we teased the character we haven't seen yet, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, for now I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.